Yo imi unganayitimbo sasa pano panika nyaya kari kupisa. We just wanna talk about it machitsika. Welcome, oh you know what time it is. Send it to your friends so they also be a part of this. You cannot describe what you feel, huh? We taking Zimbabwe to the world, huh? Yeah, this is Black and Forth. Welcome, this is Black and Forth.
Ladies and gentlemen, do not adjust your TV sets. This is the picture. I know. You know what? I'm not even going to try apologize and explain ourselves.
Apologize for what?
For what?
We're at war.
We're at war.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another episode, the one and only Black and Forth.
And forward. Going forth in blackness. God damn.
I mean, to be honest, the reason why the podcast hasn't been happening is because the boys were genuinely going forth. Individual ventures.
Orchestra mberi kwazvo.
And at some point, you know, Zawadi, I mean,
ndakatosvika pakupererwa nema explanations to people,
you know.
and I was like, guys, Kandoro is doing the European tour.
we are the Prodigal podcasters.
Prodigal podcast.
From time to time, I mean, we love the bridge, but from time to time, you have to venture from your local bridge.
Yes, to other bridges.
Bridges in Paris.
In Paris.
You know,
Yes.
I mean, Bechnaf Bridge. Oh, we missed you, ladies and gentlemen. We missed you so much. Mr. Chirisa.
It's funny you should say that because I was thinking, what's that river in Okrosa-Savi?
Bechnaf Bridge.
How you been, my brother?
I've been well, man.
How goes it?
I've been well. I think it's been tantalizingly busy.
Oh, that's
very
good.
grateful for all the opportunities. How have you been?
Fresh.
Fresh out the plane.
I can just say that what a privilege
Working
it
hard.
is to be exhausted from
Yeah.
doing things that you once begged the universe to be able to be doing.
I mean, you know, the boys are grateful, but before we get into that, before we get into the let's obviously, how are you guys doing? It's been a while.
Tell us.
Takakwana here, are
Talk
we
to
all
Uncle
together?
Kandizu,
What
talk
is
to-
check to Uncle Munashe? Who's got the new babies? What's happening?
What's good?
This episode of the podcast, episode 69, proudly brought to you by Redan
Redan. Yo, petroleum.
More
image.
specifically, Redan Flexi. So what is Redan Flexi? Redan Flexi is a secure, user-friendly app that allows you to buy and send digital fuel coupons from anywhere in the world to anywhere in Zimbabwe with just a few taps.
So you're telling me you could have bought me fuel in Zimbabwe?
Okay, talk about Tanzania.
No, that's what it sounds like.
Technically speaking, this app launched when you arrived. That's when they activated it.
Okay. Cool.
But you can pay online using Visa, MasterCard, EcoCash, Inbox for instant transaction.
Amazing.
You can split the coupons.
Oh gosh.
You can share with multiple recipients. You can switch between petrol and diesel.
Oh
A
gosh.
few days ago, I actually sent mdara wangu. Wambonere maprice efuel shumba. Ndamaona but muruzaira kuti ndakushandira Redan.
Mozera ndi salesman.
Chimbotesta katweni.
Chimbopomba mdara.
Chimbopomba degree. So yeah, man, I think tap into it. Shout out to Redan. You're going to see them all over the tour. The State of the Nation tour, merchandise, what?
That sigil is mad.
I mean, it's also open into interpretation.
Is. I love how it's open.
Yeah.
I mean, I've interpreted it as Shirino Zongofa.
Oh, yeah, but that again. So, you know. So, you're going to see Redan Flexi all over. We're coming with them Edinburgh this weekend. The very exciting thing is I am going to be giving each week, I'm going to be giving at least 5 people 20 liters of.
Look at that.
But you have to download the app and you have to have a King Kandra State of the Nation ticket. Because we are going to be giving away this fuel at the shows. So there's like a little raffle situation
You know what I mean?
where you participate. Then afterwards we square, and then you come and you get your 20 liters instantly.
And to those in attendance participating in the raffle, with your winnings, with your spoils, you can send it over.
You can send it over. You don't have to mention who you got it from, Kandoro. You just
No.
So prepare in preparation for these shows. Download the app. Get a King Control ticket. Coming to Edinburgh, coming to Pretoria, coming to Cape Town, coming to Bristol, coming to Manchester. Then we're closing off in London.
There we go.
So 100 liters a week, 5 people stand a chance to get just by downloading the app.
Look at that.
20 liters.
20 liters, just bro.
But we have a lot to go through, man.
Oh my God.
But I also
where to even start?
But also at the same time, I don't think it's fair to burden ourselves with the
recaps.
With the. I mean, we were live processing all these things. I almost feel like us recapping what was happening tempts.
You reckon?
Because what did I move on? Do you know what I mean?
We've gone.
Do you know what I mean?
My God.
What did I move on? Now
I'm reliving. Okay, but spark notes.
But there's certain things that we can't.
Spark notes.
Exactly.
Spark notes.
Yeah.
Spark notes. Went to Zim.
Wait. I feel like there's a better way to introduce that.
Okay.
I don't think we should just say went to Zim. Ladies and gentlemen, Munashe hasn't been around since December.
Oh.
It's March now.
Okay.
Munashe hasn't been around since December. Tell the people when you left.
20th of December.
20th of 19th of December. That's when he left the UK. He just arrived back literally 2 days ago. Right? So how do I set this up so that you get to fully share? Remember Munashe went to Zimbabwe just before. I think
I'd gone in October.
Right? He came in October and you could tell. You know somebody who has akapfura neparikuru ama drugs. But anaunyaso maroa. And I was like, okay, let me use a better example. That's not a good example. That's a terrible example. Munashe akapfura munhu anenge apfura ari pafactory redovi. Wapfura ari pafactory redovi wobva wangonzi nagadhi. Haupinde mufactory wobva wangonzi nanzva mufana. So he came back with all these ideas. Bro, the things that I can do in Zimbabwe, I feel like so the boy came back, he committed. Plan was from December, January, February, March. And you said you wanted to work. So tell us.
Well,
what did you get up to in Zim?
I got up to a lot. So with that, I missed the 20th, the show Nangargini. Caught Unplugged, which is cool.
Yeah.
Dope vibes.
Yeah.
And Mkadzi, had my gas mask on. You're not gonna Kandore and Maima eat me.
The boy was
you're not gonna Kandore and Maima eat me. Anyway, and then from then onwards, I just went straight into scripting mode.
Yeah.
We're writing, shot a couple series. We did something for ZBC. That was pretty dope.
Nice.
Got to work with.
Do you know 10 million it was released?
I got released.
Content creator.
I know. It's trickle down economics. I know it's a trickle right all the way. Crazy. Yeah. Type beat. And then I got into producing or shooting something very special for you lot.
Yeah.
Heavily, thoroughly anticipated.
Something.
Years
in the making.
Bro. The
Do you know the thing that makes me so happy about Rose? Is you seem to be the only person who successfully beat the you know, vanhu kupfeka madress.
Hey, my dress. Yee. I will admit,
You seem to be the only person who has successfully bit where unanimously people are like, Munashe ndiye kanobvumiswa.
I'll be honest. I'll be brutally
Yeah.
honest with you. My reluctance to do the second season
Yeah.
actually kind of stemmed
From
off that like that
Right.
stigma.
Yeah.
We gotta wear a dress to be funny. Are you really funny? But then the thing is, panakonga Daphne kanoita vanhu pa-internet
Yeah.
kekuti Rose 11 characters, bro. Like, the new season is more characters. We added more because
We
why
can.
not? Because I got the bag like that. Anyway, and I'm like, there's 11 characters in this show, and there's almost half and half men, women.
Right.
Like,
It's just that the women are very
they are the central
distinct.
characters.
Yeah, it's also called
the real housemaids of Zimbabwe, so they're the central characters.
Yeah.
But ultimately, it's a whole neighborhood, and the fact Yoguti, I would have people from time to time. I'd have people in my comments, and that where this is completely flying over their head.
Yeah.
Yoguti. Big man, no disrespect to anyone who has that sort of like gimmick shtick that they do. Yeah, do your thing, but my thing different, bruv. Completely.
This is Mrs. Doubtfire.
Like the iyo zvakafanira toenda kuna Ed Murphy achita nati professor over ati zvoni ngakapfeka dress. I'm like, come on, bro. Look, are we
together?
Are we looking at
Is everything
the same thing
together upstairs?
Are we right? So I think with time, ndakazongoti let me not pay too much mind to that. And
I mean, it leads
but
to...
it's not prominent. It's you are right. It's not prominent. But sometimes when I see it and when I see people draw comparison to Nangarkini, it used to really peeve me.
No,
off.
I can absolutely understand. But I think it speaks to your level of talent, right? Where people can see the performance for what it is. But also, I think I think it also is testament to your personality as well, where there is a very clear divide. This is work, and that you are multifaceted, and this is a form of expression.
Yeah,
But it also leads me to question now on the other side of just trying to look at things from the audience side. How many people have actually been shamed into giving up, their creative choices or creative just from
creative
those comments?
quirks. Yeah. I mean, over time, you just come to an acceptance. Social media or online, there's just so many people you can't please. Even you, right?
Yeah.
It's similar to that same kind of mentality where someone can watch a clip of you doing stand-up. There's 3,500 people in the auditorium laughing their asses off.
Yeah.
We can objectively say, I know humor is subjective, but when there's a sample size that big, it's safe to say, objectively, this is funny.
Yeah.
And then, rimwe bora ngoma roya richiti, joke offensive. Cannot hey, what not? And I don't see why vanhu varuseke.
Saka story funny.
Iti inini. But then don't try and make it seem like you are the arbiter of all truths and nangarikini kunge opinion yako yewewe ndo ino override zvinhu zvatiri kuona objectively.
Do you know, I think you've just opened these wounds, right? Where very much, when you're growing up, when you're rising in your creative journey and you're learning these things, I don't think people realize how much insecurity comes from having a creative talent.
That's true.
Where some of these things, there is not enough precedent that has been created for you to say, I have conviction I'm that guy.
Yep.
So you're going around in the world looking for evidence and support where
course.
people are giving you plaudits and saying you're dope, and it increases your confidence.
Of course.
The amount of people that then come and say something that is opposite to that, it chinks your arm.
It knocks.
right?
It does.
It
You could
knocks you
act
down.
like thin, thick-skinned, but
And you, like, I think
no boy.
4 or 5 years ago, maybe even as recent as 3 years ago, right? It used to be like, used to even go, I think we even spoke about it, where you are actively looking for negative comment and how to be defensive and how to smartly. It only took me realizing, one, some people just want to seem
Contrarian.
unique. Like, this thing that now has mass appeal, I'm
above
different.
it.
Like, bro,
no, Breaking Bad gonna Game of Thrones because no,
exactly.
just because no.
The
I'm
moment I realized,
story,
good
bro.
never until the Beyonce and the Yorkshire, I was like, quick,
Yeah, exactly.
and that's not even from a place of inferiority. It's just, bro, something as unanimous as Beyonce or as Dave Chappelle or
Panama and talking about Michael Jackson are overrated.
Panama and talking about the national anthem, Dave Shot.
Brother, listen.
National anthem.
Vem.
Back once I was
Nero,
they could have added bass.
no.
They could have added bass.
Havana.
But then the other thing as well that I then realized is most of those comments come from a place of loneliness, bro.
You reckon?
They come beyond the need to be contrarian, really ironic. Like certain people are contrarian to be funny. Like on social media, you actually have characters. People just decide to mimic the thing that you're. But then there are people
Like
who are
actual
contrarian
trolls.
because there's a disillusionment. You're a believer in that thought. And that comes from not having enough people on Oktsura. You're not having enough conversations with people in your life. Like there's somebody who's having a contrarian opinion about, like, imagine having a contrarian opinion about what was happening in Palestine. Do you get what I mean? Imagine having a contrarian opinion about what's happening right now in Iran, and that comes from a place of not having enough conversations in real life.
In
because
real time.
if you have enough conversations, you disagree and you can develop it. But if all your opinions are being derived from social media, I can see how you end up with this disillusionment. Yesterday on social media, I saw somebody who was arguing about what a review is. Somebody went on and so like, this guy MKBHD does this video and calls them reviews, but it's just him saying his opinion. Oh, brother!
You could have just kept quiet.
Oh, brother!
You could have just kept that one to yourself.
What do you think a review is?
So tell me what a review is.
What do you think a review is?
Give us your definition of a review.
Do you get what I mean? I was like, this is somebody who doesn't have real conversations with
You're
people.
not talking to people.
You're not talking to people.
Or you're talking to people who are definitely below.
Unatisa crash. You.
Those are your peers.
It's Miss Rachel up in here. It's Miss Rachel up in here. All these little people are agreeable to.
You've got Baby Shark on your playlist.
Like, do you know what I mean? So it then I had so much peace.
Yeah. No, 100%.
I had so much peace. I think just going into that lane of the thing that I keep stumbling upon. There's something like recently we had the NAMA Awards.
Shout out Ninja for the W. Shout out my boy for the gong.
Congratulations, Mr. Maritinho.
Mr. Maritinho.
Brought it home.
Yeah, he brought it home, of course.
It was thunderous.
No, man's are rapturous. Yeah. I mean, it was a given. That was a slam dunk.
Like it was. No, but here's the thing that I disagree with it being a slam dunk, because the Nama are notorious for doing things like that.
Like how so?
Comic Elder was nominated in the Outstanding Skits Award.
Comic Elder.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Comic Elder, does he not do skits? No.
No, I'm saying that's a different category, and he didn't win.
You did. Comic Order didn't win.
No.
Who won outstanding?
It was Tokoloshi or something like this.
Oh, the nigga with the black, with the blackface.
Yeah.
Dark blackface.
But
you know what? In all fairness, I'm a bit ill-informed with regards to his craft in Israel. I don't
But
wanna...
in terms of if we were going to the awards and you had the Comic Elder is nominated in this the same way, especially also knowing this is the National Arts Merit Award. There is no darling of the nation than Comic Elder. It just felt like this is the year that he had the house, the car, the
they just nerfed him. Yeah, basically they were just nerfing my boy.
But you see, prior to this, if you had put a bet that he wasn't going to win, people would have looked at you like. So I still carried that nervousness for my boy because I know the numbers they could.
I didn't see the category.
It would have been very difficult to explain. It would have been very, very difficult to explain, but it was still like.
Yeah, no.
I know you to be, but yo, what a day, man! Congratulations,
that was good.
Award-winning Slick Pasta.
Yeah, bad man. That's good. No, because I did both legs of the Harare thing in my jig.
Yeah, stories I've never told in October.
But the stuff you man are doing, I gotta give it to you, lot. Cause that's not easy, bruv. Them things there.
I'm really happy about where comedy is going in
honestly speaking, it's taking so much shape, and
I think the past 2 years have been very sexy.
They've been amazing. Guys,
we just need more money, man, to start going around. So, which is why you look at companies like Mukuru and you say, shout out Mukuru for the dollars that they spread in the. You look at companies like Nyaradzo.
Nyaradzo have been holding the niggas down.
Let me tell you something. Nyaradzo was the first company to put money in creatives' pockets when they were still not creatives. Let me speak specifically to I mean, yes, the creative, but let me speak specifically to my industry. Put money in comedians' pockets.
That's very true.
Come through, do a little skit here and there, come through.
They've hosted us, our first live event.
But that was now 20. Rose. They were now, I'm talking now, that's in the 2020s. Yeah. I'm talking 2016, 2015, 2017. Do you get what I mean? Mad. They have had their podcasting.
Their finger on the pulse. Yeah,
do you get what I mean? So now, you see all these, corporates coming on board and doing, and shout out to them, but we always need to give a special shout out to the pioneers.
To the pioneers, the people who...
to the people that really paved the way and made it acceptable for corporates to be involved. It was very murky territory.
Yeah,
there was a lot of nervousness. But,
do people engage with these things and whatnot? But I'm on my billboard all over. So you tell me
just infrastructural support. What do you need? You need a carpet here. Let's put a banner here. Let's put a screen here. Let's make it look nice.
Logo.
My toilets, my green. I also have my own personal story about what Nyaradzo has done for me in terms of just. Like personally, like when my mom passed away.
Oh yeah, as a user of the service,
not just when my mom passed away, they went above and beyond and making beautiful. That a very, very respectful and and very beautiful sending off.
So when she passed, I spoke to a man like Stana. Kandura Aramba Manamo Olympics. Aramba Marino Olympics. No. Steady. Easy now. Watch yourself.
No, but yeah. So I say that to say, shout out to then, organizations like Mukuru. Shout out to Redan. It's always easy to focus on the ones that. That are current, recency bias.
Yeah.
But I'm very grateful to to everyone that's been involved in this journey, man.
No, it's been wonderful, and of course you, the people, the patrons. You're the ones who, because at the end of the day, kana pasina matickets arikutengwa munharaunda. Zvechitongora zverubhanda tiri studio makandizo zvino.
I think where I was going with the Nyayema National Arts
Yeah.
was I keep discovering, like as it should be, I keep discovering my favorite genres are like those short, like literature works or like short
Nice.
feature,
long
form content.
Yeah.
But it's always a sore, point for me, because I'm always like, I like to think of myself as somebody who's pretty in tune
Yeah.
with the arts.
Of course.
So when I then discover like, this, like the winner of this year's short film, or the winner of this year's,
Yeah. And you're like, I haven't come across this.
I haven't come across, but more importantly than coming across this is I haven't watched this.
Oh, right. Yes.
Where I want to lead the conversation to is, I want somebody to step back up
Okay.
in terms of making sure that these things are accessible to Zimbabwe. Because Zimbabweans haven't watched Rise.
Oh, Zimbabweans haven't watched Rise.
Zimbabweans haven't like, how many movies have been created? Zimbabweans haven't watched.
There's a movie that was at Star King called Manja,
Dilemma.
yeah.
Dilemma ya John Jago.
John Jago, Nana Michael K. What? I still haven't watched that.
Do you get what I mean?
I haven't watched that neither.
Like, bro, there needs to be a very concerted effort from the National Arts Council, from the Ministry of Nigri. When John Jago brings out a movie, ngaisemeswe.
Yeah.
Ngaisemeswe. Kwese kuti, bro, if the National Arts Council is saying we are putting people in seats,
yeah, let's see,
because why are these things being? John Jago went as far as Tribeca.
Imi, we
Do you know what I mean?
qualify for an Oscar. What you mean?
Like, bro, went as far as Tribeca. They were in Canes. They were that.
Cleaning
up. Do you know what I mean?
Awards.
Then I discovered
Left, right,
the
and
guy
center.
who won the I think Anonzi Naishe. The guy who won the short film.
Okay.
Is a guy that is a Zimbabwean director who keeps cleaning Kunana Sundance, and he keeps making deeply authentic Zimbabwean movies.
And we're not catching any of these.
The other one, Enzi. I wish I had saved this man in preparation for this. But like, this guy is a guy everywhere else but
No,
Zim.
it's not easy to clean out Manangrina. It's not. What? That's it's not an easy feat to be. Rise is still winning awards right now.
The reason why it makes me so very, very sore is because it puts it pits the creatives against the audience. The creatives, especially in this regard, the directors, end up believing that the Zimbabwean people are not supporting them enough. But it's good. Zimbabweans don't even know. You know that narrative, the person about Mark that sabotage because they my Oscars. It's good. No, my brother.
Exposure.
We don't have the systems in Zimbabwe that would have exposed us to your talent. If the theaters, shout out to Chiaza Rodzi, shout out to your partner, they shout out to Aumasi,
yes,
conceited, shout out to Danai Guria, putting a strong effort in, playwrights,
100%.
plays and Chagadaro. But we want more, bro. We want more in terms of infrastructure or support for government.
Here's a devil's advocate type of argument.
Yeah.
And I may be wrong, and I think we've touched on this before.
Yeah.
I believe if I'm not mistaken, and Trump of go to Zimbabwe any more than 15%. When I heard this chit chat, I thought younger 25%, but just to to cover my hiney.
Yeah.
I want to say Zimbabwe had 15% internet penetration. A, to start. B, I want to say Zimbabwe is a rural economy because I think 55-60% of Zimbabwe by definition is not urban dwellers
No.
type stuff. And where I started to see ka sort of effect. So when I was when we were doing the thing here, ZBC, it should be airing in a few months. Hey, that looks tight. And the man didn't put in the graft on that. I think it's one of the best ZBC productions in a good while.
Yeah.
No, I'd be excited to watch that. The crew yoyo. Boys Roro, it was College Central. I believe they got that ZBC commission.
Yeah.
And boys rana manta wadiwa pamoyo akabuda rini
2020
span ago. Wadiwa pamoyo bro. Wakafamba na Everson KTS like in the most weird of places.
Yeah.
Mantawa.
Wow.
Yeah. And he was even recounting this time back and and the Mandem were like, Ewe, we would go to not download that ziniri, then one nigga odzoka to the hood over achiti ziniri. And we fall into the trap yokufunga because trimtoners zvinhu zvinotikonzerna isusu zvinhu zvatinotsvaga isusu is universal. It's not. Saka ZBC as a network itori nema-strongholds ayo bro ekuti vanhu watch ZBC. People listen to maradio. ZBC in a viewership yayo ne-listenership yayo is just not us because isu tine access to a dime dozen of manangirikini. But here's another question. What would be the effectiveness of having, like, you know how Channel 4 in a 4 on demand, BBC iPlayer, ITV, X, all this, that, and the other. Almost every major network now has got their own
internet
VOD service, right? If ZBC had a VOD service, instead of kutitone gringo on Mudabirwa, wepa YouTube or whatnot, some of these things are there and whatnot. We could be watching the original
on
like on demand. Like all those things that bro, there's so many titles that I would sit down and watch.
Yeah.
If you slap Ntinowafanza ababa and we have quality no quality is ZBC because I don't know if they still have the files and whatever what that looks like. But if they had those things, I would watch those. And then motopina mugroove rekuti mafilm ese aya after apedza macycles awone chichichi we just know kuti tinoenda kunoiona pa ZBC online. You know what I mean?
I think it's
I would be selling Rose to ZBC online after whatever the heck that is. I'd be what you aired on ZBC, I think a few seasons, which is why Yagazoita that left it went even further out. Kunevanu vasina that
I think
penetration in internet.
I think the low hanging fruitness of that leads me to believe that there is a deeper issue.
There's gotta be, huh?
Leads me to
because it
believe
seems too simple.
Leads me to believe that there is a high likelihood those files don't exist. Because the one thing that we've heard about ZBC is that at some point they were poor archiving skills. So there might be gaps that, or the footage wasn't well taken care of, or something happened. Because it feels so low hanging fruit. Surely this can't be like the first intent that would be like, Kawhi. But also the other element of it is that it's very expensive to
To change
launch and maintain a streamer.
Fair enough.
Like you put, for example, right now, MultiChoice is shutting down. MultiChoice is shutting down.
El Capitan.
No, baby. Close the door. Thank you. Close the door. Go back. Go back to mommy. Close the door.
Oh,
Thank you.
he just wants to hang with the boys.
So
Yeah.
it's MultiChoice just now is shutting down Showmax.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why?
They're saying it's costing way more than
it's bringing in.
Than it's bringing in.
Okay.
Which is a terrible indicator.
Yee, that's bad.
It's a terrible indicator
That's
where
problematic because Showmax has got titles.
Brother. Hella title. Hella title.
Okay, that's the okay. Okay.
So when you put it in that context where MultiChoice is now owned by Canal, very, very big multinational company, if they have made the decision, and a few years ago they invested like 300 million into this thing.
Eesh.
ZBC is not about to drop 300 back on a streaming kuti utifadze
Zol online.
Hakuna zvinhu zvakadai.
No.
ZBC daroti titopemberera 10 million yaka sprinkler iri daroti patobuda majingles zvikadisa. Iri daroti pano 300. What are you talking about? Tuna majingles.
Just keep it chopping, my boy.
So
it wouldn't be viable for an independent sort of actor to start something. I mean, there's people who have tried this. I remember planning one time, I didn't see
Zimflix and so I think the heaviness of the jet. My boy is such a try again.
Oh yeah, no, I like that. I don't believe it.
Bye.
Okay, do you?
I think streaming is such a world where the first movers have such a distinct advantage over everyone else.
So even Netflix will struggle now.
Netflix will struggle, but they will always have the advantage of being that first mover.
Yeah.
When you look at what, on a Paramount, Paramount Plus, CNN Plus had to be shut down.
Oh.
But I mean, I could have told them, this is like,
that's a doubt.
I'm not subscribing. Like, what? Come on. Be serious. You look at Amazon. Amazon is struggling, but they're only surviving because it's Amazon.
Money,
they can afford to watch.
My original titles are mad.
You look at Hulu. Hulu now, they're now doing this package where it's Disney Plus Chakadaro. You look at
struggling.
Apple TV reportedly hasn't made money since, they launched, but they are going on because it's Apple. They believe now they're adding on live sports.
When you put it like that,
the likelihood of but it's the problem is the choice. There's too much choice, right? There's too much choice where the likelihood of a ZBC or a Zimbabwe specific streamer surviving, in light of the internet penetration, in light of the global economics, wangu, at some point, I'm going to see all these gringo episodes and then what?
Fair enough.
Sentiment is not enough for me to pay $5 for 12 months. At some point, I'm going to be like...
Maybe on a subscription thing, or sharp things.
But if you can do this thing as we are doing it because we can, and we are ningrini, to compliment Chakadaro.
Okay.
Fair enough. As a way to bridge the gap between the audience, I'm a 2K are not looking for ZBC wangu. I want to watch news on the go. I think that divide, but if ZBC was to go back to the model of making interesting TV, the same way that, Anam Zansi made, like right now, brother, you call my, like every day, every weekday, between Monday, Friday. I call my dad between 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. I know he's on his couch.
Fairs.
That man does not. I don't even know when he started doing this.
He likes
but
it.
that man
He's
doesn't move.
retired.
He knows good. Oh, there's Inimba, 30 minutes, then some fun, then Chakadaru. You ask him, so what's happening? So this guy, he's not. My dad can read Zulu now. You know, like that's just from making interesting TV. Do you get what I mean?
So true.
You know, if we go back to the model of just making good prime time TV, people still have time for that.
That's very
You know,
true.
like The River, you know, Skim Sami, and Chakada, back to, for this is now new generation. For us, it was Rhythm City,
Yeah.
Scandal,
Scandal.
you know.
Do
Do you get what I mean?
We used to watch them Jones.
And that's still happening in South Africa, where those guys, obviously, they have the advantage of Netflix now being very close to where they are.
Of course.
But also, you can't look at them and say, they just have proximity to Netflix. They're putting up good shows.
They have to. They have been putting up good stuff.
They're putting up good shows.
Even the stuff that on Netflix. I'm so jealous of them, man. Oh my God. Oh gosh,
you know. So I don't know who this goes to, but I would love to see, Ben, a very strong effort.
Yeah, I'd like to see some, but in all fairness, like I said, I mean, and that's just not me guessing it because I was playing the lead, but
it was a dope one.
This thing that they made, Two Families Apart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you see where my issue is with that is it needs to be more than one good show.
Oh yeah.
Because
100%.
I feel like you end up setting up the guys with the good shows. Yeah. So that they end up complementing each other. If somebody ends up going to ZBC for one show, you're almost setting these guys up that have done their good work, that have done all this amazing stuff, because somebody goes there and then finds all this other stuff that is annoying, and you're just like the one glimmer of hope. It's very hard for people to say, ZBC Ndekshire, but kune one show, Spaga. You end up suffering. People are just like, ZBC Ndekshire. You know, but kana pane 4 zvimashows zvekuti munhu anobva kunews obva ati tukuzama.
No, because again, what I liked about that effort that they made, in all fairness, I don't really know the ins and outs of their model and how they commission things and how they've been commissioning stuff. I haven't watched CBC in God, I don't know how long. But I quite liked the idea Yakuti. You recognize that there's my niggas, my independent filmmakers, producers, of their own volition. It's actually a slam dunk for them.
Yeah.
Because now you don't have to go sifting, or you don't have to crack your head, this, that, and the other. You just go to the guys who are doing dope stuff already. Just out of sheer grind. Says I'm going to boys college central. What can you cook with that? And then you go to, I don't know, I've forgotten his name, but I caught little bits of it. Taga. That's funny.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You go to your Godwins, Rochrana, Tsano Charlie, and you're just commissioning it in a way. These are people who are just gear and equipment and
They were already on their way to doing
They're
this.
already doing these things. We are a platform and instead of pay it through your nose, we air it panapa. And like I believe with this, the deal was no 3 cycles on air before it can
Yeah.
going into like online mozoita zvamunoda nayo vanhu kutanga vachisvina kuti rightfully so
but,
big.
but even for that, I'm okay with that because, bro.
Because if ZBC comes to me right now, vakanditi Munashe or $20,000 uti produce season 3 Real Housemaids, and then after 2 cycles of it on air, you can take it and do whatever you want with it.
That's a fair deal.
That's a great deal. Because for target audience, young women that have traditionally been selling it to, I've asked you one up at ZBC, vari kuionera pa YouTube. ZBC ndo yevanhu vari ukoko vari kunangirikina. Saka I kind of get the best of both worlds.
But also, beyond beyond anything else, we cannot underestimate how, validating a platform like ZBC is.
Yeah.
For all the nonsense that has happened, for all
it's
the
national broadcaster.
It's the national broadcaster.
No BBC edu, bro.
It's like for all the success you can enjoy on YouTube, people will still ask you, even Master, it's still a show.
It's airing right now.
So
I'm audition UK my casting directors. So what have you been up to? No, I've just come back from Zimbabwe. I was producing a TV show for ZBC, which is basically the national broadcaster. Our version of BBC.
Yeah.
It's airing right now. Oh really? Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
By definition, I've got TV commission
exactly
under my belt. No, sir. They show it on the national broadcasting network. She's legitimate. You can't then undermine it because BBC in a bigger budget than in Nangirigini. It's still the same thing. It's the same gravitas that a Nama would have versus a BAFTA.
Yeah.
Stuff.
This is some of the some of the stuff that you're going to be seeing out on tour. Packet sets, Redan Flexi, Panama Cheta Chakpai,
It's now.
Shit now, these.
Those are XL. Size distribution.
I'm a beggar. Mr. Jerusalem, saga beggar, stuff. Saga, when you come out to the shows and I remember because I was looking for. I was like, oh, okay. But yeah, man.
Mova winner diesel in a petrol and whatnot. Don't forget that. That's a shit.
Apa ma quads got my job.
Apa mauraiwa maumburudzwa nakandezo.
Like what are we doing? What are we doing? Man, what a time, man, that we are currently living. Did you when you look back in history, in time, when you go through the text of how these wars and strife would come about, it gives the appearance that there were certain mechanics that would have to come together for such a combustion to happen.
Yep.
Only to grow up and realizing what all it takes is a tweet.
So you remember? Do you remember a while back when the Ukraine what conflict was it, man? But the shift to Damascus.
I think the first one was Ukraine.
So Ukraine thing, yeah. And remember me picking your brain, doesn't this feel very reminiscent of like Archduke Ferdinand, and then that.
Yeah. Because when you think about
Iran, is supreme leader. Brother.
Because when you think about it, there is no way the people that were alive during the World War, the first one, would have known that the World War had started. It's only in retrospect that they're like, oh shit, this is when the first thing. But when it's currently happening, you just think it's people louding off. Like it doesn't start off with a bomb coming into your living room for you to.
A newspaper that day.
You get what I mean? And it just feels so crazy to realize that like we are talking about having insecure people in power. We are talking about having, inflated egos, just misreading things or wanting things to go a certain way for the whole world to be because how like funny, like when the first world is going through elections, there's these comments that come across once in a while where people are like, you guys, why are you guys talking about the American elections like they affect you? Like, brother, fuel is 180 cents, $1.80 right now, because of things that are happening in Washington.
That are happening right now in Washington.
You are not involved. You've
got nothing to do with it.
But you feel the consequences.
Bambala.
You could
Tata consequences. Check.
Like you see that whole situation with Venezuela unraveling.
Mm-hmm.
You see, Iran and Israel unraveling. You see America get in. Now we are seeing on the news.
Oh, we're going to send some base just for defensive strikes.
And you see Russia saying we are now providing
my drones.
Drones and you're like, at what point do you just call it what it is?
So, okay. So what's even madder for me, in Angwan traditional mandudu. And with that comes kakugaisisa.
Right.
Oh, I can't and in Muhu, Madzina and Chichichi, my conspiracy theorists, right? And I've always hopped on about this. Even the term conspiracy theory is a masterstroke. It's such a masterstroke.
It places the insecurity upon theories.
Yeah. Because what is a conspiracy? A conspiracy, we conspire to start a podcast. That's simply what that is.
It's a very thin line between a conspiracy and propaganda.
You check. So now, my conspiracy theories for the longest time, bro, they've been hopping on about, hey, man, like, Panama 20-year-old conspiracy Arita come true every other.
There's that guy on
to
YouTube,
the
Professor Young.
Once upon a time, man, someone sounded crazy. Hondo yeku Iraq it's a shambolic war. Iraq ainama weapons of mass destruction. Once upon a time, people looked at my niggas conspiracy theorist. You tapped.
Matungwa.
You're tapped. Tinfoil hat.
Why would a whole Department of Defense put so many soldiers on the ground if they were not weapons of mass destruction?
Now it's a commonly accepted fact, not even a theory.
Yeah.
Actually, they did go.
I mean,
and by the time I understood, no, actually, it's weapons of destruction. And there's been niggas who've been saying this already. World War III. Pane 3 ma World War akarongwa. And the H3 is going to be focused. Now, whether it will come to fruition, I hope clean. Obviously, the fuck no. But you have to start thinking like.
So I've been, you really have to. You read it. I think the thing that makes conspiracy theories unpopular is they remove agency from the regular person's life. No one wants to be made to feel like they're participating in something that is already foregone.
That's so true.
Yeah. We discount them
just control.
Just like you're telling me, whether I vote or not, you guys have decided you're going to war. Like, so by default, without giving it any thought, I don't want to feel like, because I want to feel like I'm the man.
That's nice.
You know what I mean? I don't like this. You're removing my agency as a human being in the greater scheme of and then And then there's the second element where, if you are the one introducing, no one really believes in a conspiracy theory that somebody else is introducing. Somebody wants to always feel like Ndinda Baranidza.
Don't owns a scoop,
I'm
yeah.
You're not seeing. Open your mind.
Poster akurere. That's funny. No, because it's so. What I
think
I don't want to say the.
No, don't say it. Don't say it yet. Don't say it yet, because we still have visas to apply, my brother.
Okay.
Let's not get carried away.
Yeah, because
let's not get carried
let's
not get carried away. AI is making it easy for niggas to search what niggas say. Back in the day, people had to watch whole podcasts. Now they just say,
no, got the keywords.
Munashe chilisa conspiracy theories, Iran. And you're out there like, you don't know.
You do, you man. AI translate. One designation.
Aiwa, chike chichobura chisina kana translate. Chechibura chakatotuka dubbed voice.
Them man there.
But I will say the thing that I've been thinking about a lot in light with everything that is happening is I don't think America realizes how much damage the digital age has brought to their status as America.
Yeah.
I say that because a lot of the law that exists around America and its might was greatly perpetuated by the lack of information.
That's true.
Like when we were growing up, we would sit around at school and do little caucuses and compare about the technology that America had. You look at even things like the moon landing, right? There's obviously a whole lot of noise about what that was. Would not if that was a hoax, they would not try it today.
So true.
Because
by
2 p.m.
it
would have been broken down by MKBHD. So you see the thing with the lighting of the moon, it would have been,
the way it's striking
do you get what I mean? So you look at everything that has happened since the advent and the popularity of things like Facebook and where information is so instant. It's very difficult for America to, like right now when you go on CNN and they're trying to speak about how devastating the attacks in Iran have been. Like on 3 different occasions, Donald Trump has come out and said the war in Iran is complete. Only for the Iran ministry to come out and say Donald Trump is going to learn why 7 different presidents did not start a war. Do you get what I mean? So that difference between information equity. America can put out a piece of information that Iran can dispel in that same breath.
In real time. No, I not kumbira kuta ma peace talks. I not kumbira ceasefire. That's not even on the cards for us right now.
Whereas previously, it took a long time to for America to dispel what had really happened in Vietnam. It took a long time.
It's only recently, but
when people are like,
America
do you know what I mean? But America had done movies with, where good morning Vietnam. So do you get what I mean?
Oh yes.
So they had a proper full-on propaganda machine in music where, this is a joke, but it fits very well. Beyonce, I am a soldier. Do you get what I mean? Do you get what I mean?
I need a soldier.
Someone was going to say, this is the time where that information was being disseminated through People magazine.
So true.
Do you get what I mean? But in real time, people can tell you, no. That ain't right. That's a lie. we don't agree. This is right now. People can share real-time footage of what's happening in Iran, of what's happening in Qatar, what's happening in. So I genuinely think
It's so hard to contain.
digital age is one of the worst things that has happened to America in terms of containing this image. Because even if you look at the movies that we grew up watching and how much they vilified the East European bloc.
Yeah. Russia for the
You know?
longest time was just Panaga face. The bad guy was always nyat. Just most nyat.
Now let's land this plane. Who looks crazier in the last 5 years right now between Russia and America? Who looks crazier?
America.
The more America participates in all these things, Russia almost feels vindicated for like Russia, like when the Russia-Ukraine war started, they looked greedy, and like, oh, well, why are these? Why? But the way they have conducted themselves in this war, we've spoken about this before. The way they have conducted themselves in this war, in terms of where they are bombing, where they are, we haven't seen with the same frequency on the news accusations of Russia bombing children.
That's so true.
We haven't seen with the same frequency civilian casualties.
Soldier on soldier. Like,
because if it was anything else, we would see it.
Yes.
If it was anything else with the same frequency,
they would make sure that
they would.
But when I bomb up children's hospital, you see that? You see them, man.
So it's the thing. This Russia-Ukraine war has been happening since 2020 to 2021, right? This war, Katanga 15 days ago, where America bombed a vessel that was on an exercise and left the sailors to die. Where they are trying to justify, what do you mean this was a preemptive strike? What evidence or intel did you get where that suggested that Iran was about to strike?
Even right now, even the way they're going on this journey, Iran is 2 weeks away from. They've been 2 weeks away from
for 39 years.
4 years, brother.
But the more I go into this discussion, the more I can see that visa disappearing. But my goodness, let us. The more I can.
You got the American thing. When's the issues?
Right now.
When's your
I'm saying right now. It's not even a thought. It's not even a thought. That's not even a rational thought, brother. Because forget the war. ICE.
Oh, ooh.
What are we talking about?
They're burning. They're not Benedict right now.
What are we talking about?
Okay, touche.
You know what are we like? I don't even know how this whole World Cup thing is being proposed. I don't know what the mechanics. What are they thinking going to happen? I don't know.
Donald Trump is going to learn why 7 presidents have started the war.
No, you should follow the Iran Twitter account. The Iran media.
I think I might.
No,
I think that's scoop.
No, they.
I think that is scoop.
Whoever's behind that account tweets the same way that I tweet to Nick Mangwan. The same way. I think one of the funniest tweets that I saw was apparently I don't know whether it was Hezbollah or there was some suicide bombing happening, and somebody was like, "Hey, in this digital age of drones and whatnot, these guys are doing so. That's just the love of the game.
That's just the love. That's so true.
That's just the love of the game.
It could just be airstrikes, But the Monday morning, like, no, boots on the ground.
Allahu
Go.
Akbar.
I love this. Yes. Zatla Nike. Speaking bleed.
But there's this joke premise that came into my mind. And I don't know if beyond this podcast, this joke will ever see the light of day. But I was thinking about, like, do like terrorists have performance review?
Like KPIs. You KP.
Where the joke excited me was when you get into that conversational tone, when you're placing now people in that scenario. Could you imagine, the head honcho is sitting with is dealing with the man on the ground and is asking Kuti, walk us through your numbers. What are we looking at? This guy has a British accent.
So
where it becomes no, but where it becomes the mind fuck is Kuti, when I say terrorist, there's an image that you evoked.
Oh no! I
Exactly.
Immediate.
But from what we've seen, who's terrorizing who?
Oh, that's smart. Why can't that see the light of the day?
I don't know how to say
it's
it.
It's a clapper. I want to see that top secret.
Because I was like,
I want to see that top secret.
Because I was like, from what we've seen in the last 5 years, who's doing what?
These men are the terrorists. These men are terrorizing. Oh my God, that's actually a masterstroke.
Have you seen Kirsty?
When's it gonna Kirsty? What's she doing?
Kirsty's having him.
What's up? IOC. Why? What's wrong with what's going on with the IOC? When are the next Olympics? We just had them in France, didn't we?
Tough.
The nation's daughter.
Which nation?
Zimbabwe.
Let me find.
What's the nation's daughter?
Where was this conversation?
Right. Is it a performance thing or what?
Was not aware. Not aware. Well, I wasn't aware. I'm really looking at my team, and maybe someone needs to be dismissed because I'm not aware of that either. So
yesterday, the German president, head of state, let it be known that he's not in favor of bidding for those games because he cites historical problems dating back 100 years to the 1936 games. Do you have an opinion on that?
Frankly, and I'm looking at my team because I was not aware that Germany had made any comments in and around 2036. So I don't really have an opinion on it.
We reported today that a known whistleblower informed WADA weeks ago that the current chair of the Russian anti-doping agency was directly involved with the widespread doping, surrounding the Sochi Games. And we have information that the IOC was aware of this.
I'm really looking at my team, and maybe someone needs to be dismissed because I'm not aware of that either. So, but I would be very interested to find out more about it.
Will you be looking into the fact that IOC member Gianni Infantino was involved in a clearly political event and participating as such, holding up the contract he signed with the Board of Peace, with the Red Cap? Will you be looking into that? Thank you.
Well, again, I was not aware of it, so now that you guys have made us aware.
Yo, she's having a man because at a press conference, bro, hey, like 3-4 years ago, blindsiding my girl. Whoever
you guys,
is, they need to get sacked. She's right.
No, they don't.
No, somebody needs to go.
Okay.
PR team yake.
Okay.
Somebody needs to go.
Let me situate.
Walk me through it.
You guys know me.
Walk me through.
I'm a hater. But I am what is known as an ethical hater.
Okay.
Ethical hater.
Ethical hate.
51 weeks ago,
Mm-hmm.
I did a propaganda
Episode on that. Yeah.
where I spoke about Kirsty Coventry and her bid for the presidency of the IOC. Where I let it be known that I was not a big fan of this move.
You've always been very vocal about that.
I let it be known, and I stated that I didn't feel that Kirsty Coventry had done enough for me to be impressed by this bid. I understand the ambition.
Because I was having this. Sorry to cut you off before you go on your way. I was having a conversation with my brother and my dad, and they seem to be under the impression during her tenure as Minister of Sports, she had a good showing, or she had a good run, but I don't know.
Based off what? What were they basing that off?
So now I was countering that argument, and I was like, "Listen, I fucks with Ogo. That's Kirsty, but I don't think she did enough. Because they were saying because Zimbabwe had been in such a good place in terms of sport. T20, Takazo Varwa Zvedum, Super 8 did well. My under 19 rugby, Vapana, they're doing so well. Nangargini, we've made the Rugby World Cup for the first time in Nangargini. This, then,
Okay.
but and what they I'm just saying their argument. I'm not subscribing to that argument. Their argument from what they were looking at, it seems like I can try all my grassroots level to come to fruition in a couple of trickle 2-3 years later that you follow. But I was staunchly of the belief that I don't think, and I also subscribe to your idea. Can also now impress a Sterek on a small stage in Zimbabwe. IOC, my nigga.
This is why.
I see. Anyway,
This is why.
as you were.
Like, for me, first of all, I don't think Kirsty, she will, but she shouldn't take credit for the successes that these national teams have been enjoying. Right? Because she was not coaching any of these teams. As a matter of fact, these are individual accomplishments. As in, this is the accomplishment of Zimbabwean cricket. Within Zimbabwean cricket, they figured it out. As a matter of fact, Vana Raza have been playing to the bone to achieve that. That is not an institutional thing. Anna Ryan Bell had to put out my post kuti pakazobuda Puma cricket ikati tokupa ibhutsu where pane picture ya Ryan Bell glue up boots the cricket and Ningirikene had to say kuti we are going to give you a donation here and that's how the donation here sponsorship here boots from Puma came kuti vakaona boots za Ningirikene and people were taking kuti kwamsuda Ningirikene. Do you get what are you talking about?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
What are you talking about? Ningirikini here, Zimbabwean rugby here, Ningirikini.
Get your teams some boots, man.
Do you know? Do you get what I mean? Where, if the thing Shinoratidza kuti Kesti akabetsera Zimbabwean rugby is if Zimbabwean rugby is thriving as on a grassroots level, if there is excitement beyond the national team, do we have an exciting national league? Yeah, rugby.
No.
Do we have an exciting national league in netball?
No.
Do we have an exciting...
And our gems are sick.
Do you get what I mean?
Our gems be kicking
We
ass.
don't even know where they get those people from. Do you get what I mean?
Where are you getting
Where are you getting these women from? Chinotongoona ya creme de la creme, but we don't know where you're getting these people from. Chinoita kuti Zimbabwean cricket Ningirikini selection inetse is because there is no cohesive league where people can play in televised games
we
where
need to
the
be able to
fans
be
are like,
following it.
yo, kumatebelelen there is this guy. Kumashonaland, kuchimanimani, kuchiningirikini, there is this guy. But kunozoana takashinga, kunozoana ningirikini, kunozoitwa zvima T20 zveningirikini, but that time, people are already decided.
You
know what I mean?
You know, Henry Olonga used to play county cricket.
Zimbabwe.
County cricket, in between national duties and
do you know what I mean?
Like Mashonaland West type. In the same way, they've got county cricket here, England, you know. Leicestershire. It's a thing.
I believe kuti those things probably exist in Zim, right? Because I
used to play men's club cricket. I used to play men's club cricket. So it's the number one.
So she cannot take credit for those things because they are exactly where she left them. Do you know what I mean? They're exactly where she left them. Is there excitement in the I'm not asking Kirsty Coventry to build stadiums. What is the policy regarding this? From a political standpoint, what is the thing that is enabling the cricket superstar from Somabula to be identified by the Zim cricket selectors?
Totishoni ENS sport yake tunakuona ma swimming pool kumfakosi nekunangirikini ukuko. Isha
Les Brown yatwa nzvimbo yenyengana. Vananda Les Brown unanyengana.
Les Brown. used to go
Vanoita hide and seek muswimming pool.
maitosvika
Musina vhati.
zvakatodhakwa on that day because pane swimming meet
Yeah.
irikuitwa apa makutoswima nechimwe chipuku cheuku chinobohwa ichi, then the Olympic size type nhangirini iyoyo itori lack off because
So
pane ma-competitions.
So that is my first grievance. Yekuti KST is not allowed, cannot take credit for any of the things.
Yeesh,
Right.
but give her some grace. Hey, she got blindsided.
then-
Talk about being
Then
blindsided.
secondly, the issue that you very well articulated, Kuti, if you fail as a headmaster of Seke High 1, the likelihood of you thriving Peter House is next to none.
Dead food.
This has nothing to do with the school being government and
Chi- chi-
private,
chi-
but
whatnot.
it's the level of expectation,
Expectation.
right?
Yeah.
And it is that level of
in the
expectation,
budget, if you can't manage $100, you cannot manage 100 million.
which is why I still wanted to take ownership of the fake check, bro. Something has to be fundamentally broken for your team not to feel incentivized to update you of these things in front of this thing. Because it means, when you were minister of sport in Zimbabwe, you were never held accountable for anything to begin with. But beyond never being held accountable by the media, that is very much state, you never created systems that allowed you to be held accountable.
Okay.
And you were not checking in with your team. You were not preparing for anything. Pamaenda kuuma grassroots question, you were not doing research. Yekuti tukuenda ku Sehukwe. Who was the headmaster? Who was what is the situation here? Maingoenda ikoko mongonoverenga chispeech. Mobva maombererwa. Tauya takaningirikana. Do you get what I mean? You are still practicing that level of incompetence on the global stage. Because what do you, all right, even aside from the fact that your team didn't prepare you, do you not know better than to say that? Do you not know better than to fumble through a response that is nonsensical? Because the reason why this has been clipped together is because you said you threw your team under the bus. The signs of a good leader is to, do you know what this wouldn't have been clipped together if she had given a nonsense response.
Hey,
Because it wouldn't have made news.
the way Homegirl was like, I think Panama Narvan
Do you get what I mean? And that is Zanu PF mentality. Yekuti iwewe, when you are faced with accountability, your first thought is to the person that needs to be sacked is you.
It sounds like
Because the back you have the president, bro. What are we? All right, wait. Let me calm down.
Minister of Education anombondidza kuti zvone ndozviri kuitika kuzvikoro.
Let me calm down. Let me calm down because I'm getting too passionate. Brother, the issues that these people are asking you to comment on are not secret issues.
They're not. Yeah.
Are you saying that without somebody briefing you?
Germany made a bid
You are
for
not
there were
familiar.
talks of them bidding to host
What are you-
2036.
What are you familiar with?
Saka chii chauri kuziya?
Because if
Because
you're not-
pataurwa 4 nyaya dzese dziri
Okay. All right, let's give you a story. Kuti, this press briefing, what did you think we're coming here to talk about then? If everything is catching you by surprise. Like if KST...
So what was your notes? What were you briefed
You
on?
see
What were you
now.
saka wapinda muno dry? Wapinda muno-
to do what?
You just raw dogged
So-
this. You're raw
You're
dogging this conference.
Bro, if KST had come out and given nonsense responses to those questions and said, what do you think about Ningrigan? I don't know the context of those bids and what the appropriate response would have been. But if she had responded with something that deflects or just gives a non-answer like, we welcome all bids.
The thing is,
we're
she's
looking
not a
forward,
politician.
That's
in that moment we could see.
But she applied for a politician's job.
Yeah.
Which from the get-go, I kept telling people, Kuti, she's going to get exposed. But you guys thought I was being a hater. For the sake of hating.
I'm going to hate ethnically.
You guys thought I was just being a hater. 51 weeks ago.
And no child labor was used in this hate. This light is 100% organic.
100%.
Oh my days.
Solar powered.
Solar powered, renewable.
No weakness in this thing.
Oh,
what are you saying? Hey, man, I think
No, but that's that. Yeah, nah, she got blind. I feel sorry for her. I think she got blindsided, but I see what you mean. But that was not nice. Of her
bro,
team.
this is the kind of thing where you get off stage and you read the Riot Act.
Mm-hmm.
Could you don't do that to me? You don't read people the Riot Act in front of the microphone.
I wasn't aware of this. What? Oh yeah. It's something that we're combing through.
Have you seen my?
We're
have you
discussing
seen
it?
my press statements? My Zoran Mamdani.
Oh, cool. New York.
They never catch my boy lacking.
Slinky.
They never
I'm going
catch.
to know, it's a
They
trademark.
never catch my boy lacking. My goodness.
Move, man.
My goodness. America needs to be so grateful that man can't run for president.
Oh, why can't he?
Because he wasn't born in the States.
Oh, really?
He was born here. So that's the one technicality. If you were born outside America, you can't run for president.
But you can run for office
for everything else.
Just
For
president.
because I don't know the reasoning, but I would assume it has something to do with...
birth certificate Obama.
Yeah, they wanted to disqualify him off that. But I think it has something to do with ultimately the loyalties. They don't want you conflicted if you ever have to nuke a country. And you're like, but I go Uganda and nuke. But for everything else, but for everything else, you can run the governor, senate,
All right.
but
Just presidency.
Just presidents. And I think they need to be so grateful that boy can't run. That man has increased 48 points in popularity since he was...
100 days.
Maybe 100 days. I think it's the end of this March. Yeah, we're still within.
That's mental.
We're still within his 100 days, and he's knocking off things. Brother, like he's knocking off things. One of the most impressive, like there was like my snowstorms in New York, and usually when that happens, it's obviously like at least 2 days minimum where schools are closed. The man released my $40 per hour. Could sweep the snow. When I got the next day, my streets are clean and they're like, yo.
Okay.
Yo.
And that's not an excuse. We don't have enough snow plows. No.
So now they're trying to rigmarole. And recently there's a controversy that came out where, media is trying to go after his wife. His wife was liking, anti-Semitic tweets. His wife was liking my tweets about October 7 attacks, calling them a hoax and whatnot. Like, you know how desperate you have to be to go after you're scrambling. You're scrambling. Because the downside with such arguments is good. Okay, the morality and let's just talk about these Epstein files.
Let's have a look at these.
Let's talk about these files.
About these files, though,
that have led you to start a war. Though
I'm starting to feel like we're at this war because of their files.
Let's talk about.
It's either to now distract or we got to beef.
Kind of feel like it's a little too American guys are down.
No, they do it with a straight face. They do it with the straightest of faces.
American guys are down. American guys are down. But with each, I think Kupera Kwazo is, after all is said and done, either America comes out in one piece with a reinforced position, reinforced strength, or the disillusionment about America and their standing in light of geopolitics. There will be such irreversible damage. Previously where Zimbabwean area, terrorize my streets, Rosa Batwane flu cannot ripa kat begu vunzira munhu royeri radziwa. It's very difficult to threaten me after that. Do you get what I mean? That invincibility. You know, if Goliath hadn't died after Asana and David, he would have never threatened anyone.
No.
Again.
After angofenda
after that.
azongomuka chinzi chichaitira zvonzi
Excuse man.
mfano yabaya excuse man rikungurutsire ndau rikungurutsire
Because everything after that tokushedzera David.
tishedze dive
Eh.
tishedzere dive nerekeni.
I don't think there's an in between. I don't think there's an in between because this war America is going to have to see it through. You know,
They have to.
is going to have to see it through.
Because to backpedal now, it's like, oh, so I'm skisa like that.
You know,
So
but at the same time, Iran Yachina, it's one of those the mechanics of this war. Unfortunately, for everyone concerned, even for us, it's Iran controls something that is so coveted.
That's
Right?
straight. There's mad.
That and then the other pressures just come from our world being purely capitalistic now,
Yeah.
where the pressures to end this war are just going to come from
The capitalism, petrol, guys.
Come
this
after
is-
us. You've had your fun.
Pandakanoti vari kuposhera
You've had
is when they offered. I hear they offered Russia zvese zvanga vachida vakati tinokupai nhangirikini ana Donetsk nana Crimea and then everything that Russia had set out to achieve munhangirikini,
Which only means
they
kuti
offered him, but then Putin vati
muri kutapira kana.
actually now atichada
takutoda
hatisi
more.
kuzvida isu tinotoda no this
Ndakutongoda Ukraine yacho.
takutoida yese at this point, which is very very telling. Vakati masanctions tomabvisa and all this and that. No,
So
sambe, let's go.
it's very, but you know, ladies and gentlemen, this is not CNN. Triple Bridge, we're just chilling.
Hey, let it be known.
Let it be known. This has been another episode of the one and only
Back and forth.
Back and
Episode
forth.
69.
episode 69. You have no idea when the next episode is coming.
Oh, God knows. We're not even going to sit here and pretend.
No idea. You get it when you get
You
it.
get it when you get
You
it.
get it when you get it.
At this point,
It's going to be
it's
good.
a passion project.
It's a passion project
For you.
No, but
It's not for
to be
Singai.
honest, the boys are working this year.
Yeah, true. Graphic.
This man, 17 different projects that this is, you know, when we can do the podcast,
When we
we'll
can,
do
we
it.
will.
We'll do
I
it.
need you to know, Kuti, you are forever.
We're going to try.
Akuskusada.
No, but let them know, Kuti, you know, yeah. So he forgets. But Munashe filmed a
Season
project,
2.
right? But Project T still has costs that need to be sorted out.
100%.
You know, post-production, the editing,
Marketing,
the coloring,
Chi-chi-chi,
the grading.
all of that.
I'd say marketing. Marketing
Boss,
equals
Trunachi proper
the
projects.
quality, you know. So here's a link on his Buy Me a Coffee. Go on there, add a few dollars. You guys have told him so many times you love this project. Show him.
So what I'm actually working on.
Yeah.
So ndakakanda the Buy Me a Coffee. For the most part, I was testing you lot's chin.
Yeah.
Are you ready to put
Are
your
you
money where
serious?
your mouth is? But we're going to start a campaign.
Yeah.
Because I've always told you that these things, it's expensive to produce. It's not easy to produce a show, but you'd be pleased to know that we shot 20 episodes.
Wow.
20 episodes.
Wow.
And
That is 20 weeks of Mtakunanja.
Mtakunanja. But actually, it's not going to translate to 20 weeks of Mtakunanja because what it is, because I noticed that a lot of you would come and say that, oh man, I like this. I know my Shona is not that great, but I fucks with this. Yeah. You'll be pleased to know that we shot a vernacular cut and an English cut. So to those of you who used to say that, I've been trying to show my friends this episode from other countries. Hey, Munashe, can you please start the subtitles? Hey, whoa. Because when we were shooting it in season 1, sometimes people wouldn't get that you have to turn on the closed captions because I would do them separately and upload them as a .srt file. But you need not bother with all of that, because when you bring the monies and when you interact and engage, if you're a brand, whatnot, sponsorships are open, partnerships are open.
Yeah.
Let's talk, and I'll give you the wrap. I'll give you what you get. There's gonna be perks. There's a lot that comes with it. We shot hella stuff,
Yeah.
and right now, content rajo rakatongo gara my hard drive.
Was Mari Peribe. Paribe.
Give us the
us
dollars,
the
guys. Give us the dollars, guys. But yeah, hit the link in my bio. We'll
Yeah.
put the link in the description for this episode anyway. But more importantly, keep an eye out for the campaign that we're going to be starting. If you want co-producer credits and participation and brand partnerships,
Give the boy up.
let's give the people what they need, man. You
Yeah.
know, I thought, you know what I mean? Give it to them. Them. So that I'm not getting this year.
But shout out to you guys. Hope you're doing well. Hope
Yeah,
the
man.
things that you're planning and working on, the year started off well for you.
I hope 2026 is off though. Bang.
Yeah, man. Because I mean, we're going to continue doing these activities that, ask for those my tithe. Can't wait to see you guys in.
We're gonna carry on.
I mean, we can't stop, won't stop. See you guys in Edinburgh.
Was that Thursday?
Tickets for all the other shows are available.
Friday.
No, Saturday.
Oh, so you're flying out on Friday?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Saturday I'll be in Edinburgh Academy. Come through. It's going to be a good time.
Gonna be heat.
Yes, the propaganda tour. I think that was one of my favorite shows. It was just it was just such an intimate show, man.
I've never been to Edinburgh.
And they go to Edinburgh.
Never been to Scotland. I'd have to move my calendar around because
No, we'll figure it out off camera. We'll figure it out. But yeah, man, it's come through. Let's have fun. You stand a chance to win
20 liters.
20 liters of fuel just by buying a ticket and downloading the merchandise. The link is in the bio. It's a big State of the Nation, some State of the Nation at the back. So it's very, very, very nice, Woody.
Nice.
If I do say so
they're
myself.
actually nice. Man.
Yeah. What else? Shout out to Redan for
Shout out to Redan, of
sponsoring
course.
this episode.
Yeah. Welcome. This is Black and Ford. 2 black kings and we got that sauce. They don't really make them like we know more. Back truck teddy that cause we know more than anybody you know. Jokes. Kova chango shika madiko my boss. Hano pakazada my friends name my ops munu wese adi welcome. This is Black and Ford.